Please be very brief.
Will do, Mr. Chairman. Although my Italian culture does not accept briefness, I will. Mr. Chairman, honorable members of the committee, I humbly stand and thank you today for allowing me to speak. I stand today as the first openly gay Republican candidate in Idaho's history to have ever run for office. I stand today in support of HB2 because I believe that we have strayed as a party from being the party of civil liberties that we were conceived to be. Now, let me say I have impeccable conservative credentials. A+ rating from the NRA, A+ rating from the Small Business Association, and so on. I came to accept who I was about 3 years ago, and since then I have lived a life of worry. The fear of who would come to find out about me, fear of the repercussions it would have on my political career, and on my career and employment in the private sector, and even the repercussions on my family. Last year, when I announced my campaign for Idaho's 18th legislative district, I decided to be an honest man and an honest candidate. And on public television, I shared with the people of District 18 who I am. My fellow Republicans, HB2 gives us an opportunity to make history without compromising our conservative principles by continuing our long-standing tradition as champions of individual and civil liberties. It began with Abraham Lincoln, the first Republican president, and the Congress that freed the slaves and enacted the 13th and 14th Amendments. It continued with the election of the first African-American governor, a Republican from Louisiana, the first woman in Congress, a Republican from Montana. Our majorities in the 66th Congress forced the hand of Democrat President Woodrow Wilson and passed the 19th Amendment guaranteeing women's right to vote. Under President Calvin Coolidge, we extended citizenship rights to Native Americans and desegregated schools under President Eisenhower. Our most recent achievement was seating the first woman U.S. Supreme Court justice under President Ronald Reagan. I urge passage of HB2, send it to the governor who announced last year he would sign it. End this nightmare that each of us has to live under, one that impedes upon our liberties to equal opportunity in such things as employment and housing. Much like being a man, woman, black, Hispanic, or Asian, or white, being gay is not a choice. If we are truly defenders of our beautiful Constitution, we must respect all of it. Though I believe that less government is best, government decided long ago that discrimination based on race, gender, creed, ethnicity, etc. is to be outlawed. And because of that decision, that 14th Amendment right must be extended to everyone, including those of sexual orientation and gender identity. Equal protection under the law is either for all or for none at all. I conclude my remarks with this. Since coming out, my life has not changed from the way it was before. In fact, it has been better because I am free. Yes, it has caused discomfort in my family, but I am still loved. I may not have won my race for the legislature this time around, but in my first run, nearly 5,700 Idahoans entrusted me with their vote. I attend church devoutly, haven't burst into flames whenever I go, and with my family, and I praise the Creator for having given me life twice, because I was born with spina bifida, and I survived brain surgery as a 3-day-old baby and was reborn. This testimony was not an easy task for me. And being gay does not define me. It is who I am and something I cannot change. It is in thanks to God himself that I stand before you today and have the courage to do so. With that, Mr. Chairman, I dedicate this testimony to all members of the LGBT community, its allies, and those who still live in distress that their identities may be uncovered. May it give them the courage to stand proud and tall as children of the Almighty God, and to stand proud and tall as equal citizens of our great gem state. With that, I stand for questions, and I hope nobody is too tired to ask because I'm ready.
Are there questions? Sorry about that.
Mr.
Look
Chairman.
represented bad.
Yeah. I was just wondering if you'd state your last name for the record. The secretary's wondering what your name is.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Chairman, Representative Batt, my name is Dom Gelsomino, Gelsomino. I am a proud Italian-American, born in Jersey, and proud Idahoan.